Buffy, you can relate. You're infertile. Girl, full stop.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
Married to Medicine season, I don't know, episode, I don't know. But I do know this. Y'all favorite, AKA, girl, Miss Dr. Jackie. Girl, you done messed up big time, sis. Girl. Dr. Jackie, this episode was not your slip showing, okay? I haven't reviewed Married to Medicine in a minute. The girls are in Mexico. I think they're in Cabo or whatever. I want to go. There was so much. This episode was good. Like I've been telling y'all, I'm gonna continue to tell y'all that you can just tell the dynamic, the friendship on Married to Medicine is genuine and it's not like forced. Like other shows like Real Housewives of Atlanta. I feel like they have a genuine friendship with each other, even though some don't get along as far as like Mariah and Heavenly and other folks bump heads and stuff. But let's go ahead and get to this episode review. So they are on a bus, the haunted bus, headed to the farm restaurant, which I thought was a cute idea. You know, all the stuff being grown right here in this bring your bro. I thought that was like a nice spin. I want to take me a cute little trip to Mexico and do that. I need to go ahead and get my passport, get my life together. But I thought it was good. In the back of Buffy's mind is that whole infertile situation with Dr. Jackie bringing it up, doing her, you know, I'm gonna take my pain and make it something, a promise or something. Promise. I don't know what it was. I don't know why Jackie felt the need to do that. Like that was just not the tea. So let's get into that. Girls eating, everybody eating and talking, and you know, Buffy brings up, she said, you know, I didn't like the fact that you brought up about the infertility thing. I felt like that was just, you know, not your thing to share. Like it wasn't like something I wanted to like talk about publicly. You didn't talk to me about that before you said something. And Jackie immediately like, girl, like I'm trying to use this as a you know, use your pain to talk about something, your purpose or something. And Jackie, everybody is not you. That's just like, that is just like, I am speaking, like I'm speaking next week, and then my friend is sitting in the audience, and such and such, you can relate because you're HIV positive. That's not my thing to say that. Like, that's not my thing. Even though I'm 100% about me being positive, me living with HIV and all the stuff that I'm doing, does not mean that this person ever wants to do that, ever wants to speak about their diagnosis or whatever. It doesn't mean that they're weak, doesn't mean anything. They just don't want to talk about it. They don't have to talk about it. So listening to like that and how Jackie was responding turned me all the way off. And I'm gonna tell you several reasons why Jackie just didn't get it. One, Jackie is very hurt about not having no child. That stuff still, she wanted a child that didn't work with Curtis. Curtis was not ready for that. He didn't want none of that. That hurts Jackie. Jackie really wanted a child. And then she's trying to use this own pain purpose stuff to be perfect Patty, what she should call herself. And she's trying to disguise that and use that as that, well, I'm gonna use everybody else, you know, stuff. But Buffy had every right to tell her in that moment, like, girl, I wasn't here for it. No, it was not the best place for Buffy to bring that up. It seemed kind of messy. It looked like she could have pulled her to the side. But Buffy can give Jackie the same energy that Jackie gave her in talking about her stuff publicly. I am sorry. Like, I don't really care about, like, Buffy had every reason to react. And then when she said it, Jackie should have just, you know what? Buffy, I received that. I thought about that. Let's go over here and talk about that right quick. Like, you can't be saying, well, she should have did this, and you should have did this, you should have did this. Like, when does it stop? Like, now you recognize that she is hurt by the stuff that you caused. Then you need to pull her to the side and say, girl, I started this chain of reaction. So let me be the one to stop it. Because you're the one that started it, Jackie. It wasn't Buffy. It wasn't Buffy's job to be the one and pull you to the side and tell you about her pain. You put her business out there. And you should know better. You should know better. That was not your business to put them woman stuff out like that. That was not your business. And how you responded, then you got heavily long lip ass talking about some Jackie hurt. Jackie hurt. I ain't never seen Jackie hurt before. And first of all, find some lipstick that's gonna actually stick on your lip and stop being on your teeth and your tongue. Second of all, Nobody cares about Jackie being hurt. Nobody cares about that. Just a couple of seasons ago, you and Jackie was calling you fat and looked like a busted can of biscuits. You were saying that she like a child and ain't got no breath. Like both of y'all was dragging each other on and on. So that wasn't your job, Heavenly, for you to hop your frog.
Okay, my apologies, Miss Girl.
Miss who?
Girl, that was not your job to hop in your binya, to hop in their business like that. That was not your job to do that. Buffy explained. I'm so glad Buffy told you. Shut your mouth, Heavenly. I had enough of your mouth, baby. I'm here for Buffy. I'm like, this is the Buffy I like. And Jackie was pissed off. She was just not feeling it. She wasn't showing no compassion. And I think that's what made Jackie look bad, is that she didn't show no compassion, because that was not her place to share that, Buffy being infertile. But she didn't have a conversation about that. And Jackie, you can't tell everybody to be, oh, you need to take your pain and make it your purpose. Girl, who do you think you is, TD Jakes? That wasn't your business, Jackie, and you was wrong for that, period. But the dinner, girl, it went all the way left. I think before all this happened, I think Simone and Cecil received a gift from Curtis and Jackie. I thought that was really cute. I think the trip is cute. I like Simone and Cecil together. I love their energy together. I'm glad they are in a better space, considering all the stuff that happened in previous seasons and stuff. I don't know how I feel about Quad being there. I think Quad should have been left in the U.S. Quad should not have been on this trip. I just don't see that. My friends have went on a couple trips before, and when I was single and I did not go with them, it comes across. And I've been out with my friends while they were in relationships and on couples trips and stuff, and it wasn't a thing. It just wasn't a thing. But this is a show. Quad wants to be there, and Quad was there. So I love how Contessa stepped in and she said, let's go to the bathroom. She took Heavenly to the bathroom because it was about to get out of control. Heavenly tweeted and said that, she said some other stuff to Buffy, and thankfully they didn't share that stuff because the stuff that she said was very mean. Heavenly, I'm looking at you and I just don't think you get it sometimes. I don't think you really get it. Like, you and Jackie act like y'all don't do any wrong. And then when you get called out, you just like, no, I didn't do this. Like, you just don't never shut up and listen to understand instead of listening to respond. Jackie was wrong for everything she said. It was not her business to share some information like that without talking to this woman. I don't care what her intent was. The impact over intent, let me get that right. Because your impact hurt me. It hurt me. Although your intent was to uplift, now that you're recognizing that it hurt me, you need to own that. It's not about you, it's about me. So Jackie should have offered an apology, and it was a half apology. It was not an apology. It was no compassion. And even Cecil has to agree that wasn't Jackie's best moment, and Simone didn't know what to say. And I think it is true that Jackie's not used to being called out like that. She's not used to being called wrong or whatever. But Jackie's the same one who's been very fatphobic in the past and who says, shady stuff. Like, Jackie is one of the folks, she does stuff and she hides her hand. Like, she'll do little stuff like, I don't be in the drama, but you'll make snarky comments. And you'll hop in stuff. You didn't want to talk about Mariah and the drug stuff and with the hair. You didn't want to comment on there, but you comment on everything else. Like, Jackie, you do stuff and you try to clean it up. But I don't care how much sugar you put on shit, it's still shit at the end of the day. And Jackie, you was out here serving it, fresh off the market, period. The food comes out, everybody's eating, everybody said, girl, it's time to go. Jackie seemed like she over it. She tells Curtis, like, I'm just ready to go home. And she just tired. She probably was just tired. It's been a long trip. It's been a long journey. She needs to take a nap and rest her gnarled fingers. So everybody's waking up. The couples are talking to each other. Curtis is talking to Jackie, and Jackie is just saying that she did not mean it like that, but she is going to talk to Buffy and let her know that she didn't mean it like that. She apologized. But what bothers me is Jackie just keeps saying that, I don't think these folks don't know me because I'm not like that. It's not like that. Girl, I don't care. Buffy does not know you. And everybody kept saying, well, Jackie's not a mean person. Jackie ain't this and that. Y'all don't know Jackie. Y'all only know her for 6 or 7 years. That don't mean y'all know her. You don't know this girl like that. Who else? You had Eugene and what's her name? Girl, I can't think of her name. Toya was talking, and I'm agreeing with Eugene. Eugene was just like, no, that wasn't it. And all the folks just talking about it. Buffy's talking about with her husband, and she was like, I wasn't a debutante last night, but I had to let her know how I felt. And that's just is what it is. Like I can be cordial, and I think Buffy can be cordial around people because she bumped heads with Toya, and she never did like do any shady things around Toya or say any shady stuff about Toya. She just like, girl, she'll get respect, and Toya gave her that because Toya respected her in that moment. Said it was disrespectful for Jackie to say that, and Jackie just don't think she can do no wrong. It came out very narcissistic. As if I don't do no wrong. Like, how dare you be mad at me for me being wrong when I don't do no wrong? It's like, girl, you did wrong in this moment. Girl, what are you talking about? So, child, it's so interesting seeing these type of folks that are doctors. But I'm gonna tell you, Dr. Jackie sees stuff as a doctor standpoint, and I wonder, does she have almost like a human touch sometimes? I feel like she sees stuff as like medical all the time. Like all the time. Like I have so many questions for Jackie because now I'm thinking about how she looks at people who are overweight or obese. She's looking at, health is wealth and all that. But it's like, girl, you need to understand financial stuff and where I'm at and like the history. Like it's just not, girl, eat grass and eat this and eat vegetables and stuff. It's no. Like Dr. Jackie just sounds like, I don't know. That's a whole nother conversation. I'll say that for a live stream. But y'all know what I'm coming from. So everybody getting on the bus to go to the next place they're going to, and girl, the bus is hot. Toya is complaining. She just like, it's hot, and child, the bus cuts off. And let me tell y'all something. Bravo be killing me when they be adding on these sound effects of the bus cutting off. I don't think that was the bus. They had all this noise, these sound effects and stuff. The bus wasn't starting. That means it started getting hot. Like Mexico is hot. If y'all didn't want to be somewhere where it's hot and humid, y'all should have never went to Mexico. Mexico is hot. Like, girl, it's right by the equator or whatever. Like, it's hot. It's hot. Where y'all was there, it was hot. But I would have enjoyed that moment. It was so beautiful. The girl said, so they had to get off the bus. They had to walk. And Toya was like, girl, I don't even walk in Atlanta. Like, this ain't safe. Mexico ain't safe. That came off. Girl, she did sound like Trump when she said, I'm glad that Simone pointed that out. Like, Mexico ain't safe. Mexico is not safe. Girl, there's several places in Atlanta that's not safe. Like, girl, what? Like, it's several places, like, everywhere has their thing. And for you to say Mexico is not safe, it's just like, Toya, be careful with what you're saying, because if it wasn't that safe, why were you there in the first place? I hate it. They make their way up and they go back to the hotel. Damon is taking shots. And you got Heather just leaning back, looking like somebody auntie and saying that Damon about to be drunk. I recognize where I related to Heather in that moment, like seeing Bae like take shots. I'm like, girl, he gonna be drunk, and I'm be the one holding him and making sure he good. And I'm just like, I can see that, but baby. Damon said when Jackie went over there to talk to Damon, tell him to slow down. Damon said, look, my wife been going and saying all stuff for 22 years. I let her talk. Let me have this moment. Baby, you be gassing that man up and he just shaded the hell out of you, like saying that over the last 22 years, you basically just been annoying. That's what I got from it. I don't care. I think their relationship is good, but I do think that Damon do put up with a lot of mess with Jackie, and I think their marriage is good, but I think that, Damon has put up with a lot of mess with Heavenly, and that talking stuff. But both of them deserve each other, because I cannot wait for this revenge sipping pain, baby. Ooh, I can't wait. So questions and tequila. So they sit down and they about to have a tequila question event or whatever, and once that comes out with the question, I said, girl, please don't let these be no questions that Heavenly wrote. But one of them questions, the ones that was like going towards Contessa and Scott, seemed like Dr. Heavenly did right. Dr. Scott and Dr. Contessa, girl, it was a lot, and Heavenly had to be told by Contessa, like, girl, your man does that. Should your spouse be able to open another business or start another job without your permission? And he was like, well, a man's supposed to be supportive of all this biblical mess. And it doesn't happen. I relate and I understand completely with Contessa, because I think sometimes men are afforded, because of patriarchy, that they are able to make decisions without consulting or saying anything. And Contessa is, supposed to be the mother. She's supposed to be there. She's supposed to be with her kids. And because you got Heavenly saying crazy stuff. What is a mother supposed to be with her kids? Yeah, mother and father, both of the parents that are raising these kids supposed to be, but it ain't just my job. It's 50-50. And I can recognize Contessa said, I want to do that. And I believe that Contessa will let Scott do what he needs to do. But when it comes her time, Scott, like, I don't want to do it. Same conversation I be having with my mama about my daddy. Like, these men that want to stay at home and take care of these kids, they just don't want to stay at home and be at home with the kids all the time. Some of them look at it as weak, some of them don't like it. And who's to say that women like it? Who's to say that women like staying home with kids and stuff? I mean, they'll do it. That doesn't mean they, just because they don't like doing it, they're not good at it. It's just, what are you saying? And I just, patriarchy is a hell of a drug. Stuff gets so bad that in the confessional, Contessa and Scott, like Scott just walks out and Contessa was about to cry and she walks out. I felt bad for both of them. I felt bad for Contessa because I feel like Contessa is trying to say something and Scott is just not listening. And it's just very unfortunate. He just spazzing out. I don't like it at all. But this episode of Married to Medicine was good. I like got it. I just was here. I was here for all of it. I was here for all of it. But y'all tell me what y'all thought about this episode. Next episode, we're gonna have the Revenge and Sipping Pain. Damon and Heavenly finna have some words. Baby, I bet that bitch look good. But you look better. I cannot wait. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about this episode of Married to Medicine. Make sure I got all of my stuff. I talked about everything. But y'all tell me what y'all thought about this episode. Let me know in the comments. Was Dr. Jackie wrong? Sound off in the comments. And I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.